are, as Peter Finnegan says, they are very steep steps. But if you were in there and sitting up where the press sits and looking over, I think you really would see an absolute lack of diversity. Now, I separate out gender as one thing, because women make up half the population. But if you think now that with the absence of Leo Varadkar, who had an Indian father, I mean, it is so pale, largely male. We won't say stale because there's a lot of new, but I mean there is no diversity really at all, which is pretty stark.
Am I right in saying that there were improvements made on that score, that element of diversity, in the most recent local elections, John, where we did see a lot more people of non-Irish heritage?
We saw a lot more. Of course, the locals are easier because the criterion is usually resident, so it does make it a little bit easier. But one would think that by now we should be seeing more different, more ethnic diversity coming in here as well. But I had a very unworthy thought. Listening to Peter Finnegan there explaining, the clerk of the Dáil explaining the procedure, I just wondered, will there be spoiled votes from this process, which would be rather embarrassing. I remember covering local authority meetings